Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Dominik Mysterio has recently spoken about his reality in WWE. The star confessed what happened with Triple H and what he was told. Mysterio joined the Battleground podcast in a recent interview. One of the things he talked about was how he was dealing with the massive jeers that he got during WWE shows. Dominik Mysterio admitted that when he was getting booed, he didn't know how to handle it at all. "I didn't understand what to do or how to handle it. Everything has been new to me from start to finish. Always constantly learning on the job, adapting, trying to be the best version of myself. When I started getting booed, I thought I had to cut a promo, I thought I had to speak," said Dominik Mysterio. He said that it was Triple H, along with a few others, who had helped him how to control the crowd. The WWE star added that he had not been able to say a single thing in the company in a promo in almost 2.5 years, and that was something that he would rather use as a character trait than give in and worry about panicking about the promos. "There was a few guys, Triple H being one of them, just helping me out how to manage all of that, right? How to control the boos, just do what I have to do, right? It started off being right, I wouldn't panic, but I had to say these things. But now it's like, you guys don't want to hear me talk, you're the ones missing out. It's been 2.5 years since I've been able to say anything. Coming on to 3 years now." 6:28 to 7:32. With that being the case, Dominik Mysterio is now nearing 3 years since he has not been able to cut a promo without being booed. Now, on Raw, it remains to be seen if this can continue in the future as well. For nearly 3 years, Dominik Mysterio has been one of the most polarizing figures in WWE. From being the beloved son of Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio to becoming the most hated member of the Judgment Day, his journey has been filled with highs and lows. However, in a shocking and emotional revelation, Dominik has now opened up about a struggle he has faced behind the scenes, one that has left the WWE Universe stunned. During an exclusive backstage interview after WWE Raw, Dominik Mysterio made a massive confession about his time under Triple H's leadership. The former NXT North American champion admitted that for the past 2.5 years, he hasn't been able to truly express himself, feeling like he had no real voice in WWE. His candid comments immediately sparked debate among fans, as many wondered what he meant and whether this was a veiled shot at Triple H or a deeper personal struggle. Now, let's dive into what Dominik Mysterio revealed, what it means for his career moving forward, and how Triple H might respond to his unexpected words. Dominik Mysterio opens up, "I wasn't allowed to speak." The revelation came after a tough night on Raw. Dominik, who had just lost his rematch for the NXT North American Championship against Trick Williams, was approached by Kathy Kelly for an exclusive interview. But rather than just discussing his match, Dominik dropped a bombshell that left everyone speechless. "You know, for the past 2.5 years, I haven't really been able to talk," Dominik admitted, shaking his head. "I don't mean on the mic, I mean actually say what I feel. Ever since I stepped into WWE, I've been trying to prove myself, but I was always told what to say, how to act, who to be. First, I was Rey Mysterio's son. Then, I was a Judgment Day lackey. But what about me? What about Dominik Mysterio?" His voice cracked with frustration, and for a moment, it was clear that this wasn't just another scripted promo. This was something real. "When Triple H took over, I thought things would change for me," he continued. "I thought I'd finally get to show everyone who I am. But instead, I got lost in the shuffle. I became the guy everyone boos, the guy people laugh at because my voice gets drowned out. I wasn't allowed to speak for myself, I was just doing what everyone else wanted. And now, I'm standing here, realizing that for 2.5 years, I haven't been my own man." The WWE Universe was immediately abuzz, with fans on social media split over Dominik's words. Some believed he was calling out Triple H for mishandling his character, while others thought he was making a genuine plea to redefine himself. The Judgment Day factor: did Dominik feel controlled? A major part of Dominik's WWE career has revolved around the Judgment Day. Since betraying his father at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Dominik has been under the influence of Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and especially Rhea Ripley. While his partnership with Ripley elevated him to new heights, many now wonder if Dominik felt trapped within the faction. "There was a time when I thought being in the Judgment Day was the best thing to ever happen to me," Dominik admitted. "But now I wonder, was it really about me, or was I just a pawn?" It's no secret that Dominik has often played the role of the Judgment Day's weakest link. Despite his championship success, he has consistently relied on interference from Ripley or other stablemates to secure wins. And with the recent tensions within the group, especially after Finn and Priest reclaimed the undisputed tag team titles, perhaps Dominik is starting to feel like an outsider. Could his confession mean that he's ready to break away from the Judgment Day? Or does he simply want more creative freedom within the faction? Triple H's response: what happens next? With Dominik openly questioning his role in WWE, many are now wondering how Triple H will respond. As the chief content officer, Triple H has been praised for allowing superstars more creative freedom, but if Dominik feels he hasn't been able to express himself, it raises serious questions. Triple H, who has often defended Dominik against critics, may now have to decide whether to finally let him sink or swim on his own. Rumors backstage suggest that Dominik has pitched a storyline where he distances himself from the Judgment Day, leading to a major character shift. There is even speculation that he might turn face in 2025, something that seemed unthinkable just a few months ago. One WWE insider noted, "Triple H likes Dominik. He knows how much heat he gets, and he sees the value in keeping him as a heel. But if Dominik feels like he's suffocating under the character, maybe it's time to let him evolve." Dominik's future: will he finally step out of the shadows? Dominik's confession about feeling unheard for 2.5 years is a turning point in his career. The question now is, what does he do with this moment? Option number 1, a full face turn. If Dominik truly wants to step away from being the Judgment Day's sidekick, turning babyface could be his best chance. Perhaps he realizes that his father was right all along, and in a shocking twist, he makes amends with Rey Mysterio. Option number 2, a lone wolf heel. If Dominik doesn't want to be tied to a faction, he could adopt a new persona, one that isn't reliant on the Judgment Day or his father's legacy. A darker, more serious version of Dominik Mysterio could emerge, one that doesn't need anyone's help. Option number 3, a betrayal from within. Dominik might not need to leave the Judgment Day, he just needs to take over. What if he turns on Finn Balor and Damian Priest, aligning with a new ally to shake up the faction? Could a partnership with someone like J.D. McDonagh or even an unexpected NXT star lead to a Judgment Day civil war? Whatever Dominik chooses to do, one thing is clear: he's ready to stop being a follower and start being his own man. Final thoughts: the beginning of a new Dominik Mysterio? Dominik's confession about his struggles in WWE has opened a fascinating new chapter in his story. Whether he was calling out Triple H, expressing personal frustration, or setting up a massive storyline shift, one thing is certain: this moment has changed everything. For years, fans have criticized Dominik's reliance on the Judgment Day and his inability to win without interference. But maybe that wasn't entirely his fault. Maybe, as he suggested, he wasn't allowed to talk, wasn't allowed to truly be himself. But now, Dominik Mysterio has made his voice heard. The only question is, what does he do next?